was using it all over the world. But did you know, every time you go on an online date, you're risking your life because you're meeting a complete stranger. You don't know nothing about them. They could be pure evil, or they could be just like Our story starts with Mackenzie Lowick, a university student at the University of Utah. Sometime in June 2019, she stopped replying to her family and everyone. Everyone just assumed she was mourning over her recently passed grandmother that she was very close with. She just wanted to be alone. Mackenzie, 23 years old, a California girl. She had 4 siblings and she was the second oldest and the only girl. She was actually just returning from California from her grandmother's funeral. And as soon as she landed in Salt Lake City on June 17th around 2 a.m., she texted her mother, "Landed. Love you, man." And after that, no one would ever hear from her ever again. On June 20th, around 4 p.m., her father contacted Salt Lake City police and reported her missing. Now the search would start. What happened to that girl, Mackenzie? Did she fall in the hands of someone real evil? It appeared as soon as she got off the airplane, she took a lift and then she vanished. Now, her classmates and friends are searching for her.
Missing posters continue to pepper Salt Lake City streets, hoping to find an answer to the question, what happened to Mackenzie Lewick?
Where could she have gone? Her car has not been moved. Things aren't adding up.
Kinsey hasn't been heard from in nearly a week.
She's been missing since Monday.
The police have said that they have no reason to believe she's in danger, but at this point, it's been 7 days. Kenzie, if you can hear this, we are all worried and looking out for you 24/7.
The police didn't really take the matter seriously because she was 23 years old, an adult woman. She could be anywhere. But about a week later, on June 25th, they held a press conference.
We have a still photo pulled from the airport surveillance cameras showing Mackenzie during the time she spent in the airport after her flight landed. Going by the timestamps on the video, she deplaned at 2:09 a.m. and got into the lift at 2:40 a.m. Over the course of approximately 31 minutes, Mackenzie walked from the jetway to catch the lift with a quick stop to pick up her luggage. She did not appear to talk to anyone in the airport. I would like to say again, Mackenzie, in the case you just want to be left alone, please let us know you are safe.
The police located that Lyft driver that took Mackenzie. He said, "Yeah, I took her. She was a good girl. I took her to the park at 3 a.m. and left her there. And then I would see her get out of my car and go into someone else's car as I drove away."
Detectives have spoken with the Lyft driver and learned that Mackenzie was met at Hatch Park by an individual in a vehicle. The Lyft driver left Mackenzie at the park with that person and stated that Mackenzie did not appear to be in any type of distress. We have not yet confirmed the make and model of the car or a description of the person.
3 weeks before Mackenzie Lewick disappeared, private investigator Rob Joseph randomly met the University of Utah student at a downtown bar.
I became aware that Mackenzie's the girl that went missing.
For Joseph, her disappearance became a personal quest to find out what happened.
I believe this was her first contact with this guy.
Joseph, a former Salt Lake City police officer, has been uncovering leads since Monday.
I'll give it to you guys straight. I don't like nonsense. That former police officer that had spoken to Mackenzie at the bar said that she had told him that she was on a dating website called Seeking Arrangements. But this is not a normal dating website. It's a sex workers, sugar baby, sugar daddy kind of website. But in my personal opinion, I believe all dating websites are now either scammers or sex workers. So the police would research the situation and they would find Mackenzie's last client, AJ, and his phone was at that park the same time Mackenzie's phone was at that park.
After days of silence, a move on Mackenzie's Instagram account. This happened yesterday. It suddenly followed a page called Fatherless, and that is what led police to a home in Fair Park. The owner of that house now being called a person of interest.
So the police decided to go visit AJ. Such a bad boy.
Yeah, they didn't give me the search warrant. I authorized it before. And then when they said the search warrant, can I borrow your phone then to call my lawyer?
I'm going to give you her phone number right now. You remember her name? When that
Susanna.
Yep.
Is there anyone else in there? Let's make sure.
Please,
Put on gloves.
You're gonna wait until the search warrant gets here?
You can search warrant get here. But not say it's going out. Search warrant get here.
We're not gonna search it.
Clear in this room, clear in the bathroom.
They are scrolling through my phone. Without the warrant, they are going through my phone.
You done with the phone?
Thanks.
You wanna? No garage, no house, no car. I'm not.
The update, man. We'll call it.
I have no update.
You're like mailbox, man.
By the way, we both got our best.
I look like what?
You're like the mailbox. USPS.
I am USPS. Like we said, as soon as we know something, I'll tell you, okay?
Better hope he's not the postal service. That means he's going to raise his rates every day, not be efficient.
Exactly. Did you say you're going to which library?
There's a library down this road.
On the other side of the freeway.
Yeah.
West?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a new one, right?
Yeah, it's very new. It has couch that I can just leave. But I will be there, and I don't have a phone, but if you guys walk in, I will sit where you can see me.
Okay.
I will tell them, and maybe they'll send me to pick you up and see if you want to come back.
The police officer picking me up there.
In my nice red Camry. But if you pee in it, I'll take you to jail.
But I have to pee.
All right, AJ.
Good luck, man.
So is that where you'll probably be?
Yeah, unless you want me to stay, I'm happy to stay.
No, you're welcome to leave if you want to. If we wanted to come talk to you, is that where you think you'll be?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good luck, man.
Thank you. Spending $200 on
What's going on, man?
So, detectives are ready to talk to you about everything that's going on real fast. So, if you want to come, I'll give you right back to the house real quick.
So there's Fox News over there.
I know. I'm going to drive you back in my car. It's a Camry, so.
We'll stay away from the news.
Yeah, we're not going to go by the news.
But I don't want my face on the news.
I will do that so it does. Okay, so stand up real quick.
We're just gonna. Oh, are you arresting me or something?
No. Stand up.
Then why you're going to be detained for a little bit.
You're being detained, but just for a second, okay? I got to put you in handcuffs just while we're driving.
Per policy, we're
just going to go talk to detectives for a little bit.
Why are you detaining me?
Because you need to talk to detectives, and I need to transport you back. So my policy says every time someone's in my car, they will wear handcuffs. So that's why they're.
But there's a news over there.
They can come right back.
So we're probably not going to take. We'll take you to another spot, so you're not by the nurse.
Okay.
We should talk
How
about
did the news find out?
God, we were wondering the same thing.
Either you didn't have a conversation with her, or you did. We know you did. We know that you had a conversation continuing. We know that your phone takes you up in the exact same area as she was dropped off. Coincidence? Nope. Facts? Yep. Did you meet with her up in Salt Lake that night? No. Okay, your phone records are going to show different.
A week and a half now to prepare. And we have been very busy because I care about Mackenzie. And I want her. I think you did care about her. I agree. And I know that there's more for you to tell me, and you're holding back, and I don't understand why. AJ, I just told you that your phone records and the location put you up at the meet. Do you think, honestly, and expect me to believe that you ended that conversation and somehow you and her location end up in the exact same spot?
Oh, I'm not doubting you. If I see that too, if I'm in your case, I would be asking myself, what are you asking me right now?
It's not a miraculous question.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
Stuff doesn't just happen.
No.
Yes, I agree with you.
I'm telling you to explain that. And so far, you have not.
Well, how do I explain something I don't know?
Are you saying you don't know or you don't remember? Because those are two different things, AJ.
Thing in your pockets that I need to be aware of or anything like that? Put that in there for you. We'll put that in there for you. Whose stuffs are those? Hold on to that for a second for me. Leela, do me a favor. Just stand up and face the wall for me. I've got to make sure you got everything off you.
Guys, they call me a monster. Guys, don't let me go at these stories alone. Please, like this video. And please, subscribe to this channel. God bless you. AJ's real name was Olula Ajayi. He was 32 years old, from Nigeria. And he had told the police he met Mackenzie from the website Seeking Arrangements. He was a former model and briefly in the Utah National Guard. And now he was working in IT. I don't know who would hire that dude.
Good terrain. We turned seeming
He was an author of a book called Forge Identity, where he was 15 years old and he witnessed his neighbor being burned to death by an angry mob. I'll keep it real. His book sucked. Very bad reviews. I wouldn't read that crap. He was actually a former student at the University of Utah studying computer science. But he had some visa issues, and some say he had stolen an iPad, so he would be banned from the university. He would return one day, but he never completed his degree. And he was actually married to a girl named Tanisha. She had left him for being very violent.
I can't explain this, but he was like real aggressive. Real aggressive. Because he wanted me to remove her. You talked to be with him, and I told him no. And I jumped through the window, and he had a butcher knife, was trying to stab me with the knife, and I ended up cutting my hand.
Now let's get ready to rumble. Crazy. A few months before Mackenzie vanished, AJ asked the contractor, "Yo, I need you to build an underground hidden layer. Put some hooks in there and make it soundproof. I need it to hide my liquor from my Mormon girlfriend. Oh yeah, one more thing. And make it that no one could ever enter without fingerprint proof." So the contractor said, "Hell no," and he left. AJ, he was a bad boy. I'm a bad boy, but in a good way. I love bad boys. But I'm a true gentleman and a good person. But AJ, he was a bad boy in a different way, the dirty way. Yuck, not my kind of way. He had 2 sexual assaults on women before, but no one pressed charges on him. The police would search his backyard and then arrest him.
KSLTV was on the scene as this unfolded and captured this exclusive video. You can see officers in tactical gear gathering on the side of the building, weapons drawn. Murder suspect Ayoola Ajayi is then seen slowly walking toward the officers with his hands raised, one hand holding a cell phone to his ear. As he reaches the officers, the 31-year-old hands over the phone. The SWAT team members lower their guns and place Ajayi in handcuffs. Officers then enter the building. Minutes later, they return and transfer Ajayi across the street to the back seat of a police car. Later this afternoon, crime scene vehicles showed up and entered the building with bags and cameras. This all happened very quickly, really less than a half hour.
After an exhaustive week of investigation, we are filing charges of aggravated murder, aggravated kidnapping, obstruction of justice, and desecration of a body in the homicide of Mackenzie Lueck. The man charged with these horrific and tragic crimes is the person of interest, Ayoola Ajayi Ajayi. I will not be saying the killer's name.
AJ bought a gas can 6 hours after Mackenzie got into his car, and neighbors said they seen him burning something in the backyard on June 17th and 18th. The police would search his backyard, and they would find Mackenzie's belongings burned.
Camera's on, what you got?
Okay, so there's this shit thing. There's the like piece of burned jean or right here.
Burned what?
Jeans.
Okay. What do you got here?
I have no idea what this is.
Where did they hand this to you?
Yeah. She said it was in her yard right here.
Alright, I need you to secure this. Don't let anybody out of that house or into the backyard. Where was this found?
She picked it up. Can't see like burn stuff in there. Said they went back there.
They have? Alright. Yeah, don't touch anything.
But Mackenzie's body was nowhere to be found. But since he's an amateur, he committed the crime with his phone on. I wouldn't do that. That's kid stuff. Amateur work. So the police traced his phone signals, and they realized that a week after Mackenzie vanished, he traveled to Logan Canyon, and they looked for the signals on his phone, and they found Mackenzie's body.
We recovered the body on Wednesday.
The Lueck family would like to express their gratitude for the effort put forth by the Salt Lake City Police Department.
Her friends say that Mackenzie shouldn't be labeled or judged for someone that she wasn't, based on rumors being spread by people who don't know her. They say Mackenzie was the kindest and sweetest person, someone that could always lift their spirits and make them laugh.
AJ, he said he wanted to feel how it felt to kill someone. And when they got home, he got a belt and strangled her, then smashed her head with something, and she passed away. Then he burned her body and dumped it in the Logan Canyon woods. AJ would be charged with sexual assault and kidnapping for the 2 women from before. He would also be charged with 19 counts of exploitation of a minor when pictures of a minor would be found on his computer. For Mackenzie Luke, AJ pled guilty to 1st-degree aggravated murder and 3rd-degree desecration of a human body. He would be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in October 2020. A former FBI agent said my man would be a serial killer.
He certainly wasn't a pro at this. The crime scene was handled so poorly, and the way he tried to hide evidence was done so badly. I think he was a burgeoning, very dangerous, possibly going to be a serial killer.
I'm Ahmed Bassioni, and I want to thank each one of you guys for watching today's video. Please comment your opinion about the story below, and please like, share, and subscribe. God bless you. I'm out of this joint!